G'day guys, Steve with Broken Sprocket. In this video I'm out trying a brand new enduro trail. This trail is fairly challenging in sections and it proved to be too challenging for the KTM as the ride had to be cut short. So let's get started. Okay, this is the second creek valley crossing you have to go through on this new trail that I've made. Yes, it's the second one because I forgot to turn the camera on the first. So that's the kind of professional outfit I'm running here. Okay, so what I do is I go through on foot first and I mark out where I want the trail to go. I have no idea if I'm even capable of riding these trails because everything looks easier when you're walking it than when you actually get on the bike. But this section here is extremely rocky. The rocks are really loose because it's also never been ridden, but I'm expecting them to get better after a few rides. After getting up that little rock climb there, it's actually a lot steeper than it looks and the rocks are bigger than they look on camera. Anyone who owns a GoPro would understand that. I just run along the edge of the creek here, just along this escarpment edge. I do a fair bit of that, so I'm not going to have that much of that, and I'll just get to the next interesting section. Okay, this next creek crossing, the rocks are quite large and it's quite steep, much steeper than it looks on the GoPro. I was even concerned going in to see if I could also get back out by myself because it was a solo ride, and if I did get into trouble there's no one here to help me. Shit!
You always seem to fall, and always the biggest rock that's around will hit something like your radiator or your exhaust system.
Fully committed now that I'm in the creek. There's only one way out. Under this virgin ground, the soil is soft. The rocks just move underneath you. It's hard to even gain and keep any kind of balance. But after a few rides and the bike will dislodge any of these loose types of rocks and soil, I think you'll be able to get good traction and be able to actually tractor your way through it much more. This last rock here is wet, slippery and full of moss. There was no traction to be had here, but eventually I finally got the bike out and continued along the trail. Once the trail wears in, this section of trail will be kind of a high-speed hill climb. It feels really good going up this hill. It will be a high-speed one once it wears in, but I'm actually only in first gear and I'm kind of just keeping my eye out for where the pink tape is. It's kind of hard to find. You're trying to deal with rocks and different things and look for the tape, but once the trail wears in, you'll be able to just see the trail and follow it.
This here is a trail with views. Have a go at this. Look at that.
There's several of these smaller little creek crossing and little valleys to go through along the trail. As I was going through these two little valleys here, I thought, geez, I'm getting some bloody great traction out of this tyre. I'm really enjoying this tyre.
Another spot with awesome views. I'm only 3.3 k's in. I've got a flat tyre. This is tubeless, so I've got nothing to fix it with, even if I can find the hole. I don't have a pump or anything, so something's gone through and screwed it up, and I've got a long way to go to get out of this trail. So hopefully my rim will still be here by the time that I can get out of here. Damn it.
Oh well, now that I know the reason why I had that great traction back there, it's because the tyre was flat and it was just giving me awesome traction. So now I've got to limp my way through the hard sections of this trail, like this creek crossing here, on a flat tyre, hoping not to damage the rim or destroy the tyre completely.
Alright, just coming in through this creek bed here. Tyre's dead. I don't want to go too hard because I don't want to damage my rim, and I don't want to peel the tyre completely off the rim either. I've got a fair way to go yet until the end of this trail, and it's never been ridden, so going through things like this, creeks and big rocks and stuff like that with a dead tyre, and still quite some way to go, is going to be a pain. Over there on that gorge is where I discovered the tyre was dead, coming all the way around and through that creek.
Okay, I eventually rode the bike to where I knew a fire trail was, and I just slowly rode my bike back home so that I could fix the tyre.
Watch this video next, or go to the Broken Sprocket video library and choose another top video. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. After all, it's for free and guaranteed to make your day 20% better. If you're already a subscriber and you're having a bad day, just think it could have been 20% worse. You can also follow Broken Sprocket on Instagram. So, I'll see you in the next video.